completely lost. Why are you turning all the way over to me?
You
are not alone.
You are not alone.
Because we
are in this together.
Together.
We are social distancing.
We are staying home.
Playing at home.
Studying at home.
Working at home.
We are working for you.
For you.
Because we
have hope.
We
are in this together.
We are in this together.
Together.
Because we
are one.
We are one.
We are
one.
We are one.
We are one.
We are one.
One college.
We are one college.
We are one college with endless opportunities.
Good morning. I'm Jennifer Serby Roberts, Associate VP of Business and Applied Technologies at JCC, and I'm also the lead for the task force on military and veteran student support here. And I would like to welcome Heather Funk and the Johnston County Veterans Office today for a live Q&A session and some presentation about the services that they offer to our local veterans.
Hello, welcome. My name is Heather Funk, and I work at the Johnston County Veterans Office, and we have our county VSO, Robert Boyette.
Hi, I'm Robert Boyette. I'm the Veteran Service Officer for Johnston County.
All right, so we've got some slides we'll go through, and then we will do some Q&A with everyone. All right, so we are the Johnston County Veterans Service Office. This is our contact information. We are located at 309 East Market Street in Smithfield, just down the street from the courthouse. And this is our phone number if you need to contact us. Johnston County has a veteran population of about 14,000 veterans. Within the county, we have several service organizations. We have several Veterans of Foreign Wars, American Legions, a Marine Corps League, a Vietnam Veterans of America, and Disabled American Veterans. And we have information in our office about all of these organizations and the eligibility and requirements for these organizations as well. This is just kind of some of the services that we offer in our office. We can file VA disability claims, or if you filed a claim in the past, we can help you if you need to do an upgrade or have questions about your claim. We can do VA healthcare enrollment applications. We offer burial benefits assistance as well as survivor benefits, emergency relief assistance. If there is a veteran in the county who's having some financial assistance they need, they're homeless, anything like that, our office has some resources that we can reach out to that we can usually assist with. We also can do veteran license plates. If you'd like to get your branch license plate, Iraq veteran, Bronze Star, anything like that, we can do those in our office as well. We can request personnel records such as your DD-214. Right now, the National Archives, they are closed. They're starting to kind of get back into processing orders, and they're only really doing emergency orders right now, but we can do the request through our office. And then we also provide other resources for VA benefits. If you have questions about VA home loans, education, different things like that, we can help you with that as well. Some of the local benefits that Johnston County has, we have the program called Think a Vet program that's out of the Register of Deeds office. Craig Olive runs that program. And what it is they have veterans come in, bring their DD-214 to get certified in the office there. They'll make a copy, certify it, and they'll actually give you a veteran's ID card for Johnston County. And there are several businesses all throughout Johnston County that participate in this program, and they'll give discounts to veterans with this card. It also allows them to keep a copy on record. So if you ever need a copy, or if a veteran passes away and the spouse doesn't know where the DD-214 is at or needs a copy, there's a copy on file and it's easy to get. We also have a program called Retirees on Call. It's actually out of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, but they're all retirees and they are there to assist veterans, military, active duty, spouses, family members, anything that they can do for kind of the military and veteran population, they're there for. And then we also have a Johnston County rally point the second Wednesday of every month. During those, we have a light breakfast available, and we also will bring in guest speakers or have information that is beneficial to the veterans in the county. Or if they have questions, Mr. Boyette is there to answer questions or help them with anything like that. And that is it. That is our last slide. All right. So if we have any questions, we are happy to take them. All right.
Hi, Heather. Could you explain that rally point, where they meet, and is that still going on with COVID?
So it's located at the American Legion Post in Smithfield. It's 100 Peachy Street in Smithfield. It had been going on, but yesterday was actually the scheduled rally point, but due to Veterans Day, it was canceled because there were other events happening in the county and in Smithfield. And with the governor's orders, it's kind of on hold as of right now. But we do have a Johnston County VSO Twitter page, and we have a Veterans Council Facebook page that we keep updated with that information. So if anything gets canceled or rescheduled, anything like that, we do update that information there.
And it looks like you have a question from JCC. What are the most common questions you are asked?
That's probably disability-related questions to service members who've incurred a disability while they're in the service, and they often contact us with help to file a disability claim with the VA. Which we can certainly help do that. That's probably 90% of what we do is help veterans file disability claims.
Okay, so I see the question from Jason Garlow. Hello, thanks for doing this. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to follow along to make sure I'm using all the benefits available to me while I'm in school. So with the school benefits, we have some information in our office, but we usually will have the veteran reach out to the school that they're attending or the school that they'd like to attend. All of the colleges and schools out there have VA reps, so they're there and they're the experts in that field when it comes to education and VA benefits. And I know JCC has a really great VA rep over there, Renee, and I know she'll be able to help you if you have any questions about you might be missing anything. Yes, Renee Underwood's info. I don't have that right here.
They probably
Yeah.
have that. I think if you just call the school and ask for the financial aid office, you could probably get, that's where she's located.
Yes, Renee's in the financial aid office, and I'll try to get that posted in just a second.
Yes.
We can help with that, but we typically try to defer that to the school. And the reason why is because once you enroll, they have to respond back to the VA in Buffalo and report your attendance. And since obviously, we're not involved in your attendance to school with, and so sometimes we ask that veterans kind of get embedded with that financial aid person at the school, because they're going to have to anyway, so they can get the attendance report submitted, so they can get compensation, for their education. So one of the reasons why we do that is just to make sure that they are in contact with the school rep. So, but we can do the enrollment. Like a lot of times we'll have veterans who want to enroll in online only universities, and they may or may not have a school rep sometimes there. So.
There we go. Yeah.
And we have just posted that information both on Facebook and YouTube of the contact information for Renee Underwood, who is our VA coordinator at JCC. Are there other common issues that or help that you provide? You talked about disability services, the enrollment for school benefits. Are there other common things that you are helping our veterans out with?
A lot of pension programs. There's a program for wartime veterans. Perhaps they don't have a disability that they incurred in service, but they're wartime veterans, and it's based on income. So it's income based, so it's a pension program. We help with that. It's basically along the lines of what the Congress has set for poverty rate. So sometimes if we have survivors or veterans who meet the criteria, we can assist with pension applications. We don't get a lot of those, but we do get a few. We help surviving spouses and dependent children with benefits. That could be education benefits. I know a lot of survivors and dependent children of deceased veterans attend school, and we help them with the application for that. Again, like in the case of JCC, we always refer them to Renee, but we can't help them with the initial packet. So we do a lot of that. Then we have a lot of the other smaller county and state benefits, hunting and fishing license, for example. What else do we have? The home loans. If a veteran is looking for to get a VA loan, we can assist with VA loans. Heather mentioned license plates. We also have the if you're a 100% disabled veteran, you're able to receive up to $45,000 tax credit on your taxes for your home. And we can assist in processing that. What else you see on there? Healthcare enrollment. That's a big one. We help veterans enroll in healthcare. And just recently, we had a new VA outpatient clinic opened up in Clayton. So a lot of veterans are under the impression that when they enroll in VA healthcare, that means they have to go to Durham or Fayetteville. That's not always necessarily the case. They do have outpatient clinics in Clayton now and Goldsboro. So those are two closest to us. We also help surviving spouses and dependents with burial benefits. We have I would say the closest VA cemetery to us is in Goldsboro. So we do a lot of that. I think Heather mentioned ordering DD-214s. We get a lot of questions and requests for those for any number of reasons. A lot of people need their DD-214s to prove their service. So and if a veteran was discharged in Johnston County, if this was their home of record when they were discharged, we actually have the original copy of their 214 on file here in our office.
And then another thing that we have is we have NC Works in Clayton. There's a gentleman up there, Randy Silver, and he helps veterans with writing resumes, filling out applications, the whole process going through with employment. And he's really been great and helped a lot of the veterans around here with that kind of stuff too.
If veterans were interested in those services, would they just go to NC Works directly, or would they go through your office, and then transition to NC Works?
They can go directly to Randy Silver's office and talk to him or give him a call. But some people they don't know about it, or they're from another state, and so they're here. They separated here, and they don't know the stuff that North Carolina offers. Like, I'm not from here, but we don't have anything like NC Works from where I'm from, so that was a new thing that I learned here. So they can go directly there, or we can give them the information.
So somebody asked a question about 14,000 veterans in the county considered a large population. The last GDP for the state, we were ninth out of 100 counties as far as the population in the county. So it is a very large population. Obviously, some of the counties that were bigger than us were Wake, Mecklenburg. But yeah, we are ranked number 9 out of 100. So we do have a large population of veterans, and a lot of that has to do with Seymour Johnston, of course, Fort Bragg, even Camp Lejeune is not that terribly far away. And the Research Triangle Park, when people retire or get out of service, they tend to move here. You know, Johnston County is really growing, Wake County. So we are getting more and more veterans every year. So we are a very large population. I would encourage any veteran who's not enrolled in the VA healthcare to do so. I often get a lot of questions of, if I enroll in VA healthcare, can I still have my private doctor? And yes, you can. So I would encourage you to do both, because many times we get a lot of veterans call in and they need immediate health care, and it gets complicated because you have to go through the application process. And so you want to get the application, you want to get into the system, have a VA primary care doctor assigned to you already before you get into the point where you need immediate care. So even if you don't need immediate care now, I would still encourage you to apply. Go ahead and get enrolled and have a doctor assigned to you. I have one assigned to me. I don't go that often. I may go once a year, but I know the VA is there if I need them, and I could call my doctor anytime I needed to.
Have you adjusted your services at the service office due to COVID? Are people in the building, or is it best to contact you by phone, by email? What's the best way if people need help with some of the services that you offer?
I would say call us first. We have had to make adjustments. The building itself is closed to the public, but we have grown as most everybody else in the country probably has, and made modifications, and a lot of things we've done have been for the best. And I got a feeling when this is all over with, we're probably going to continue doing some of the things that we've learned to do. Our IT now has helped us with doing electronic signatures. So a lot of veterans call me now. We actually do their applications over the phone, and I can type up their application for them, and I can send it to them by way of email. They can do electronic signature. It automatically comes back. I can submit it to the VA. So from that perspective, it's really gone pretty smoothly. But we're here every day from 8 to 5. And I would just say call first, because there are times where you will need to come by. We will bring veterans in from time to time if we need to. We're just trying to keep everybody safe as much as we can and limit the exposure.
Our phone number here at the office is 919-989-5067.
I would mention too, and you probably already know, Miss Pat Collette, I believe is her name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we work with her from time to time too when we have veterans who call and are interested in starting their own small business. So we refer them to her a lot.
Yeah, she's at the Workforce Development Center in Clayton, part of our JCC campus, and the head of the Small Business Center.
We do have, I'm just to be sharing some information. We have VA, I don't want to call them nursing homes. What do they call them?
Assisted living.
Yeah, VA homes. And I know some of the folks online, it may not pertain to them, but they may know some veterans, and sometimes we have people call asking for this type of information for their parents or relatives. There are 3 VA homes. One is in Kinston, one is in Fayetteville, and one is in Salisbury. We actually have one in Black Mountain too. So they are very nice homes. If someone needs to know about that, if you ever get to that position or have a question about it.
Okay, Jason's question is, saw an article talking about a 70% increase in mental health issues for veterans. What is JOCO doing about this?
I'm not really sure I understood the question. 7% increase in mental health issues.
Smithfield has a
Yeah, I do know that Dr. Pearson is aware of the mental health issues throughout the county. And we do refer a lot of folks over to Dr. Pearson over at the Behavioral Health Office here in Smithfield. I do see the note there about the Greenway being awful short. Hopefully one day that will extend. I know that they do have a pretty large Greenway now in Clayton. So I forgot what it's called, the Mountains to the Coast Greenway. So I guess we're getting there with that.
I want to talk a little bit of the mental health resources at Johnston Community College. We do have a student assistance program to help their short-term mental health needs. And we also participate in Aunt Bertha, which is this huge database that can connect students with all sorts of services, rent, utility, food, housing, all sorts of different things that they can help students with. If they need it. And then we do have a care team who can help assess students, obviously not in a crisis mode, but for ongoing mental health issues, can provide some support, some counseling sessions, and also refer to other resources.
Matt, I see where you're on there, and I haven't seen you in a while. I spoke to you for a while. Would give me a call sometime? We'd love to talk to you again, and maybe invite you back to one of our veteran rally points and speak about the Upward Bound program. We haven't had an awful lot of, well, our events have really been difficult so far. Hopefully some people saw the Veterans Day event yesterday with virtual. It seems like a lot of things are virtual right now, but we hope to get to the point one day we all do, when we're not doing so much virtual. But even now, it's even more and more limited, I guess, with the governor's latest proclamation of only 10 or more in a building. We've actually had to cancel some events this morning. So but I think we're all learning how to try to do more and more of this. I know I am. Going back to Jason's question about the greenways, I also know that the county now has a park and recreation director, and they are working on a new park and facility out in the Cleveland area, a new walkway, new greenways in the works out in the Cleveland area.
I see there's a question about Veterans Upward Bound. I don't know if you guys can answer it, or Matt, if you want to put a description in about the services that Veterans Upward Bound offers.
I will briefly go over it. Maybe Matt's putting some information on the screen, but Upwards Bound is a federally funded program, education program designed to motivate and assist veterans preparing for and succeeding in post-secondary educational goals. I know they're at Central Carolina and Johnston Community and Wake Tech. And they just help with free personalized services to help with academic instruction, career assessment, and counseling. So, but I know Matt's on there, so I don't want to get too much into it. So. But we do have some pamphlets in our office too, and as it relates to Upward Bound, and we have the contact information that we can give you from Matt. And of course, I know you have his information there too. We get asked a lot of questions about dental programs a lot too. For the VA to provide free dental care, you have to be a 100% disabled veteran, but they also have some dental programs for those who are not 100%. I kind of relate those to kind of like an insurance plan you would have at your employer. They're really good plans, but you may have to pay a premium for it, so they're not free. But we have some pamphlets in our office, such as MetLife and Delta Dental. They offer programs just for veterans. So we can certainly help you get enrolled in dental programs. We mentioned hunting and fishing license earlier. If somebody's 50% disabled or more, they can get a hunting license for $10 and a fishing license for $10. Just come by our office and we can help fill out the application for you and send it in to the North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission, and they'll actually send you your hunting and fishing license in the mail.
And Matt sharing some additional information about Veterans Upward Bound. He said, essentially, we work one-on-one with veterans if they are not in school or early in their school career. We can help with applications, advice on programs. We also try to motivate and inspire our participants. We do that by hosting events, all virtual now though. Our program also pays a stipend every quarter of up to $120 for participation in the program. And then there's a little bit more for new participants. We give out backpacks that are full of supplies to help offset the cost a little bit for a new student. We also have free tutoring through tutor.com, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Currently, we're doing a Thanksgiving dinner for participants that feel like they might need a little extra help this month. We have someone donating turkeys, and we are purchasing the rest of the sides and delivering those the Monday before Thanksgiving.
I saw the note there from Jason about the hunting and fishing license. We'd be glad to help you. Matter of fact, if you're interested in sportsman and coastal recreation, you can get the full license. It's a little over $100, which I know is a lot more than that if you pay for it through the Wildlife Resource Commission.
Veterans Upper Bound also has a book loan program where they can purchase textbooks only, no codes and no workbooks. We must get the book back at the end of the semester. This is for the first semester students only, and it helps offset the cost of education. Are there any additional questions from our live streaming audience that we can help answer about services available?
Another thing I would mention, Heather mentioned it earlier about Craig Olive with the Register of Deeds office and the Think of Vet program. I would highly recommend veterans go to Register of Deeds office and have their DD-214 registered. The underlying reason why we created that program is so that we and the veterans would know where a DD-214 is if they ever need one. Honestly, we get a lot of phone calls when veterans pass away and their spouse or family members are trying to get benefits and they can't find the DD-214 or they don't know where it is. And obviously the only person that knows is the veteran. And so it really slows down a lot of benefits at a time when you really need it the most. And so Craig Olive developed this program so that we would have a certified copy of a DD-214 in the Register of Deeds office that could be obtained either by our office or a family member or the veteran if they need a certified copy. The other thing that they do is when you get that card, they take your picture, give you a card. They work with the merchants in Johnston County to provide a discount to veterans. And those discounts vary from merchant to merchant, but having that card also allows a veteran to get some discounts within the county.
And we have a list in our office with all of the discounts current of every business that participates in it, and then how much of a discount or what they offer for the veteran as well.
I saw Jason's note, and if we probably have your DD-214. If not, I could probably very likely go into the VA portal and print one off for you and give it to you that you could take to the Register of Deeds office.
All right, and then Matt included a little bit that prior to COVID-19, Veterans Upper Bound would take groups of our participants on trips. The past 2 years, they've gone to Carowinds, a Hornet games, Fayetteville for a woodpeckers game, and everything is they do an event, entrance fees, and food, etc. And I think if there's not any more questions, actually JCC is closing their campus right in the process of it. So we may wrap up a little bit early so I can make sure I get everybody on campus home safely. So we'll give it a more minutes just in case there's any last minute questions, but then I think we'll need to wrap up a little bit early.
Jason, I saw your note about the copies and getting an original. We can order you a certified copy from the National Personnel Records Center. It won't be the original that you got when you got out with the onion paper, so to speak, but it would be a raised seal copy that's recognized as an original that would come from the National Personnel Records Center in St. Louis. Just give us a call. We can help you get that.
All right, last call for any questions. We appreciate all of you that joined us. We appreciate both of you at the Veterans Office for sharing your expertise and everything that you have to offer. I hope this was informative to everyone, and we just appreciate your willingness to help, especially JCC, out and our veterans here. So thank you all. Stay safe out in that weather. And we will see you hopefully in some more future veteran and military friendly events.
Thank you.